Hey church, Pastor Bob here. Always good to connect with you online and want to communicate with you our plans for July. Can you believe the month of July is here? And certainly as we move into this month, want to encourage you to have a great celebration of the 4th of July as we come together with family and friends. And just want to remind you of our plan for the church, as we will not be having services on campus for the month of July. We're planning for the month of August, some exciting things that we hope to be able to communicate with you soon. But throughout the month of July, we want to encourage you to at least one Sunday, if not all of the Sundays throughout the month of July, to have a church at home experience. You say, now what is a church at home experience? Well, it's very simple. As we're told in Acts 2, verse 42, the early church devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. And we want to encourage you to think about these four components. In fact, that'll be the focus of our message this coming Sunday as we think about what it means to be like the early church, to take this step of faith, to step into this early church model and have church at home. Invite some family, some friends over, some neighbors. Certainly we'll provide you with the message content. There'll be a sermon that you can watch together. And there'll be some songs, some worship songs. You might want to come up with some songs of your own that you sing as part of your group and have a time of singing and worship. And then the communion element will be this Sunday. Hopefully you've had a chance to pull together those supplies and elements needed for celebrating communion and be able to just to share in this time of communion with those who gather at your home for that church experience. And then fellowship, such an important part of it. You'll be able to fellowship together. Encourage you to maybe have some, throw some burgers on the grill or some kind of meal that you could just share together. And then a time of praying. And in fact, throughout the month of July, we want to be mindful of not just what it means to have church, but to be the church. And so throughout this month of July, we're going to be encouraging you to have a particular prayer focus, as well as we lead you and encourage you about some of the organizations we'll be partnering with throughout our community as we seek to serve our community and be the church in our community in that way. And so this first week, as we celebrate the 4th of July, I want to be particularly mindful of our first responders, fire and police in particular. And we're going to be providing meals for our local fire and police just as a way to say thank you and encourage them. And if you would like to contribute to that in some way, you can certainly mark that in your giving as a part of just wanting to support that particular way that we serve our community. And the coming week, the second week of July, we're going to be focusing on the CARE Pregnancy Resource Center here, an organization we partner with in our community, and we'll be serving them. We'll get you more information about how you can help serve and support that particular organization, the CARE Pregnancy Resource Center. So we'll be mentioning each week various organizations that we're going to be partnering with throughout the month of July, some ways that you could be a part of supporting these outreach efforts as we seek to be the church in our community. So remember, no services here on our actual campus, but take that step, prayerfully let God lead you and some folks that you would invite into your home and have a church at home experience. We look forward to hearing about how it goes, how God blesses in this way, and I'll see you online.